Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got something done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back.
Hey everyone, so I really wanted to talk to you today on a more personal note, because a lot of the times we can talk about investing, we can talk about what's going on in the world of finance, but in reality, if you don't want to be successful, that's exactly what is in store. You know, when I leave the house, I leave with passion. I leave with a certain in my step, with a certain I have to go and get it mentality. And it's with the understanding that, you know, I have these goals, I have these ambitions, I have these plans for myself that I absolutely must achieve. I am now at a point where, you know, I've seen ambition. I've seen those who are really going after it and really want it. But there are also those who are hesitant, those who don't want to make these moves. We talk about the stock market, we talk about the 401k and Roth IRA, which it is absolutely a necessity for most people to retire in America today. If you don't have a Roth IRA and 401k, the likelihood of you retiring and actually having a decent life is almost non-existent. If you don't have a primary residence in which you can live that is paid off by the time you're 65, the struggle is real. You know these things already though. I didn't have to tell you this. This is not your first time hearing you should own where you live. This is not your first time hearing that you should have a Roth IRA or 401k. And if it is, then you have a lot of learning to do. And guess what? That's why I have this channel, and all of the content that I have is readily available for you to look at. So make sure you subscribe if you're new here and you definitely need that information, because we talk about that almost daily on this channel. But what I really wanted to address is passion. If you don't have passion, if you don't have the understanding that is necessary, then there's nothing that we can do with that. You see, 50% of people do not think about the future. So when I make a channel called Invest with Festus and Investing for the Future, 50% of people are already not going to be a part of what we have going on here. 50% of people don't know any better. They're going to need your assistance. They're going to need you to tell them, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is what you should be listening to. Your life is in your hands, not in mine. I can tell you until I'm blue, red, green in the face. But until you're ready to make that commitment and that change, I can't do anything for you. I can go on YouTube and show you my stock market portfolio 1,000 times. I've already showed it 3 times, and once just this last week. But it doesn't mean anything if you're not willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to start investing. I have people show me their bank statements, their debts, their credit card balances, their stock accounts all the time. They want evaluations. They want me to go over their balance sheets. They want me to go over their debt to income, what they're able to do, what they're able to invest in, what they should do next. How many of them actually stick to it after 3 months? How many of them actually put in the effort after 3 months? I got so tired of giving free advice, I started accepting payments. And I say accepting payments because I actually did not charge the first person who paid me. They begged me to be paid. Can you imagine that? Like, someone really begged me to accept their money to be on a 1-hour call with them that I would have absolutely done for free. And so after that, and watching them still not take the advice, a whole year later, I said, man, I'm charging everybody. Because it is insane. Why would you, who needs financial success and financial freedom, pay me to get the knowledge and information one-on-one time and then not take the advice? You know better. I know you know better. I know you know what to do because we just went over it. And you choose not to. And you know, the biggest killer for most people is actually going to be impulse decisions. I want it, I'm buying it now. I know it's tough. Absolutely tough. You know, it is very difficult to live in this world that is full of advertisements. Everywhere you go, it's a new advertisement. If I look at this watch, there's an advertisement in the watch. If I look at this shirt, there's an advertisement on the shirt. My pants, there's an advertisement in the pants. My mortgage company, who is it? If I could get my mortgage reduced by putting a sign in my yard that says who my mortgage company is, I'm pretty sure they would do that. I'm pretty sure they would, because it's free advertising. They would absolutely do that. I'm pretty sure there's somebody I can call right now to put a sign in my yard and reduce my mortgage by 5 to 10%. Pretty sure, because that's how this world works. They want eyeballs. They want people to know who they are. They want people to invest with them. They want business. Not the same business, more business, new business. And so, you know, you have to have passion. You have to have vigor. And that's why I love a lot of the people that I partner with, whether it be in real estate deals, whether it be interviews, whatever it may be, because they're ambitious. They have goals, aspirations. They're business minded. Anytime we talk business with people, it's people who are already self-motivated, already have an understanding of what it is that they want to do and want to accomplish. And so I'm just here to let you all know what that's about when we do those interviews. I'm just here to let you all know what is in store, what they're planning, what their vision is for the future, and whether it aligns with yours or not. This is why we have different guests on the show, so that maybe you'll draw inspiration. If you can't connect 100% with me, maybe you'll connect 100% with someone else. I didn't want to raise a family the same way that I was raised. I didn't want people to understand what it's like to not have certain things. And I'm not saying that I grew up worse than everybody else in the world, but I didn't grow up as great as everybody else in the world either. I would say I was less than middle of the pack. Less than middle of the pack. I can absolutely tell you that my kids will have shoes that don't have holes in them. I will absolutely tell you that rice and beans is not going to be their only source of energy and nutrients. I will tell you that, you know, they won't have to go over to cousin's house to play video games. They can do that at their house. And if they want to go to cousin's house, it will be to play with them, the person, right? And so, like, little things like that is what I've aspired for. Do you think about your future? Do you have plans for your future? How do you want to achieve those goals? I set goals for myself, absolutely. I set goals. How many properties am I going to have? How much do I want invested by a certain amount of time? How much do I want to pay down the house by a certain amount of time? When do I want to pay off these mortgages? When do I want to travel the world? When do I want to buy a new car? All these things have already been pre-planned. It's already set out in stone. I know when I'm getting all these things. It's not going to be sooner, and it damn sure won't be later, because I will have what I want to have. And I will ensure that I am ready for those things and those commitments when the time arises, one way or another. And so, you know, you have to start thinking about what it is you want out of life. Don't wait for life to come for you before you come for it. You know, there are some people who don't change until they're forced to change. Maybe you have a child. Maybe you have a kid on the way. Maybe you get married. Now, all of a sudden, you're ready for a change. All of a sudden, you're willing to work harder than you ever did. All of a sudden, you have a plan for your future. You have a goal. But when it was just you, you had no plan for you. When it was just you, you had no plan for you. Why? Why don't you love yourself enough to have a plan for you? Why do you have to wait for someone else to be involved before you start to take life seriously? You know? And so I say all that to say, like, we're not living the same way we did when we were 10, 11, 12, 13. The majority of people watching this channel are 20 to 45 years old, which means you guys are in the prime years of your life, already settled in a field of one or another, or you're in a new job, transitioning, trying to be the best that you can be and the highest employed as possible. Stop throwing all your money away. Start to save, start to invest, and know what you're saving and investing for. The first thing should be saving for an emergency fund, because life happens. And then the second thing should be saving for whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it's a primary residence, whether it's a new car, whether it's whatever it is, a nice vacation, whatever it may be, as long as you don't have to dip into your emergency fund to do it and fund it. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube, Rumble, and now on Spotify podcasts. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.